Hi everyone, today is the last day of September and the moon is getting more full and tomorrow will be October 1st. So this is the end of September and boy, I'll tell you, it sure did go fast, didn't it? So I want to just talk for a couple minutes about how important it is for us to keep our eyes open. You know, the other day I was dealing with a lot of things that were very stressful, family health issues and extended family health issues and other things that were going on that were very stressful, and I was feeling a little overwhelmed. And I got back in my car after being where I had been, and I turned the radio on to my favorite station, KHUG, K-H-U-G. I highly recommend it, no commercials. And the song that came on was Roll With It by Steve Winwood. So I started singing Roll With It. I'm telling you, it was like divinely ordained that I hear those words, because as soon as I heard that song, as soon as I heard those words, I just thought, just roll with it, baby, just roll with it. And so it completely changed my energy, it completely changed my mood. And the radio, I know this sounds kind of insane, but the radio often talks to me. The radio gives me messages in the songs that come on. So if I'm stressed out and I've got to deal with something, or I'm moving through something and I turn the radio on in my car, usually is when it happens, the lyrics that are the first ones that I hear are almost like a divine message. So just wanted to share that with you. The divine messages are everywhere. They're everywhere. Everywhere, from that little hummingbird that comes right in front of you, it just kind of stays right in your face, to the sound on the radio, to something that you overhear someone say. Keep your eyes and ears open for those messages, because they are guiding messages and they're helping us along on our journey. We just have to be open and aware of them. And it's important for us to stay clear and clean so that we can even pick up on the messages, so that we can even hear them when they're coming right at us. Because many times people are so in their own space and so sleepwalking that they don't even pick up on when the messages are given. And then you hear things like, well, I never get divine guidance. Well, actually, everybody gets divine guidance. It's just coming through all the time. Just have to be ready for it, have to look for it, keep your eyes open, and keep your mind open and stay clean so that you're able to perceive them and hear them and see them. Okay. So I'm going to pull a couple cards today, as usual. By the way, somebody mentioned to me it would be really nice if we could do this outside. Oh, also, this is going to be, the full length is going to be on YouTube. So if you see this on Instagram, the full length is on YouTube and on Facebook. Anyway, somebody mentioned to me it'd be great if we could do this outside with a PA system and social distancing. And I thought that was a great idea. But the person who brought that up did not have the equipment to do that or the space to do that, but said, hey, I'll come. So if someone out there is local and is hearing this, or one of my regular people who watches it, and you want to do it outside, we could do it outside. I'm open to doing that. I'll bring my paraphernalia and we'll do it outside with people socially distanced so everyone can hear me. I think we have to have some kind of a microphone or PA system to do that. But if you want to do it, I'm down with that, okay? Some of you have also sent me notes saying, when can we meet again in a room? Well, we can meet again in a room because where we were meeting, Ekata on Smythe Drive, is still open and has been open all along. But when people lay down in that room, there's not a lot of room for a lot of people. So if we are going to be socially distanced 6 feet apart, there's really only going to be room for like 5 or 6 people. So if you know of a space that is bigger and that will allow people to hear me and we can socially distance, I'm open to that. So since some of you have said that you miss us all being together in the same space, these are some ways that we might be able to do that. Okay, so I'm just putting it out there. If it's meant to be, it will be. All right? So maybe if you turn on the radio tomorrow and it says come together and the Beatles are playing or something, you go, oh, hey, I've got a space where we can all meet. because you heard the song Come Together and you thought, oh yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can physically come together. All right, I'm gonna pull a couple cards now. So I found my old favorite brocade pouch. So I put my cards in here. And this is my other deck. Not the one in the purple silk that you saw last time. And I'm gonna shuffle them. You can't see me shuffling them because I'm doing it outside of the space of the camera, but I am shuffling them. And when I do the cards, the reason I pull the cards before each of our guided meditations, for those of you who haven't been here before, is because they guide me in their archetypal energetic ways of where we're going to go in our guided meditation, because I never have anything prepared. So I never really know what I'm going to talk about. I just use the cards as kind of like a send-off point. And when I do read the cards, I want to state that they are energetic tools, and whenever you watch this or listen to this, the cards will be relevant for you because they change and mutate energetically to have meaning at the time the listener hears them. You'll see what I mean if you watch this tomorrow or later tonight or another time. You'll see what I mean. Also, when I read the cards, I always read them with a positive bent, even if the card seems to be kind of an ominous card, because even an ominous card has something positive to say. And when I read them, these and the angel cards, I always say that everyone who is listening or watching at this time, or whenever you listen or watch, as well as myself, are divinely protected and surrounded by healing protective white light, and only positive energy can come through. Only positive energy can come through me to be able to read and tell you what the cards are saying. So we are divinely protected. There you go. All right. I also like to say when I'm going to cut the cards so the energies can let me know when they can put the right card up in front when I tell them I'm going to cut it. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards right now, and then I'm going to cut them one more time. That's cut one. Okay, here's cut two. And I will pull the card that's on top. Oh boy. Okay. This is a 3 of Swords. And as you can see, there are dark clouds and 3 swords coming down through this heart. Looks rather ominous, doesn't it? But like I said, oh, and look at the back of the deck. Here's the card that was on the back of the deck. The back of the deck has the sword holding a crown coming through the clouds. Okay, see that? There you go. So that's the Ace of Swords. Actually, because that showed up, I'm going to kind of keep this one out too. All right, so there's that. Let me tell you about this tarot card right here. First of all, the first one, the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. Swords have to do with the fire energy. So these are 3 fiery swords that are cutting through this heart, and they're coming out of stormy clouds, okay? What this card is meaning to me at this moment is, do not let what people say, since swords are words, do not let things that people say cut through your heart and wound you, okay? Because you see, the swords are coming out of kind of a cloudy sky. Looks like a stormy sky, actually. So in a stormy sky, that's stormy energy. When there's stormy energy and someone speaks to you, protect your heart. That's about them. When they're saying cutting words to you, that isn't even about you. That's about them, okay? So keep in mind that your heart is your heart, and protect your heart, and that allowing others to cut through your heart weakens you. Don't allow others' words to cut through your heart. That's about them, that's not about you. And also, when you speak to others, words are very, very powerful. And words actually, words can cut through. They can cut through someone's heart and wound them. So be careful of your words when you are in a stormy place and a gray place. Be careful of the words that you say. Sometimes it's best not to say anything. If you're in that space, you could just say, you know what? I don't want to talk right now. Or, you know what? I need a break. Let's talk later. You know, if you're in an argument with someone, don't just disappear on them and say, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Say, I can't talk right now. I need to gather my thoughts. I'll touch base with you later at 8 o'clock. Or give them a time so they're not angry, more angry that you're pulling away and not giving them when you're going to be talking to them about whatever the issue is. Okay? Sometimes with very toxic people, however, you just have to completely pull away. And it doesn't matter if they're family or not. Sometimes you just have to pull away when someone is cutting through your heart or attempting to do that. Okay? All right, so there's that. Now, remember I said the card on the back of the deck, which I just happened to look at? Okay, look at this one. This is the Ace of Swords. Look at this sword. This sword is holding a crown, and this is a hand that is surrounded by light. See the light around the hand? Let me see. There you go. See the light around the hand? And the hand is coming out of the clouds. This is a hand coming out of nowhere, okay? This could be guidance coming out of nowhere. Guidance coming out of nowhere. Remember I said keep your eyes and ears open? And this sword is surrounded by light, and it's got a crown. Remember, you are royalty, okay? I don't care how much you make, or you are divine royalty because you are created from divine substance. And if you look at this card closely, you see the little iode lights. They look like this, kind of like a little thing like that. These are the iode lights, and there are 5 of them. Six. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there are 6 of them. So there are 6 iode lights there. 6 is the number of the lovers, okay? So this card is a very loving sword card because it's got 6 little flames in it, which are the iode flames. And it's got the hand surrounded by light, and it's got the hand holding positive words that have a crown on top, and a laurel, which is of peace. A laurel means peace, coming down around the crown. So this is a beautiful sword card that is very, very positive. And I wanted to keep it out because this is the ace. You know, when, hey, I aced it. You know, when people say, hey, I aced it, that means, hey, I did really, really good. So this is, when you say loving, good words, coming from a loving place, remember the 6 little iodes there, the little flames? That's the lovers. That's a love card. So when you come from love, you are blessing people. When you speak your words and you come from love, you are blessing people and blessing the divinity and the royalty within them. And this is also above mountains. You see, this is coming from the higher source. These words come from the higher source. The hand coming out of nowhere. The guidance coming out of nowhere. The words coming out of nowhere. Well, they're coming out of somewhere, but they seemingly come out of the blue, so to speak. So those are the 2 tarot cards we're going to keep in mind for the guided meditation when I start it. I'm going to read another card from this one. Okay? This is daily guidance from your angels. As usual, my heart selenite pops out. It's always in the box to remind me to come from love. Hey, we're all human. Sometimes we forget, right? But we need to remind ourselves. And I'm going to shuffle these cards so the angels can come through and give us guidance about what we're going to be talking about or where we're going to be going in tonight's guided meditation. I'm going to cut the cards once, and then I'm going to cut them again, telling the angels to put the right card up in front, okay? Here we go. And this card is Creative Project, okay? See, Creative Project. I'll read you what it means. Put these back in here, along with my heart. And I'll get my glasses. Oh, this is really interesting. I have my glasses on now, I can see it. Okay, so see this? This is a beautiful woman, and she's playing a harp. And she is surrounded by two angelic beings, a male and a female. And there, see how the spiral of light comes down? They're kind of pulling the energy down toward her as she plays this beautiful music. This is really interesting because, you know, I'm a musician and I'm a songwriter and I'm a singer. And I often feel like when I write a song that it is divine guidance. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and all of a sudden I've got a song and I write the whole thing down. It's amazing. So that's what it feels like when it's happening for me, right there. Okay, by the way, I wrote a song called Hold On. I wrote it like 40 years ago or something. Actually, probably 42 years ago. And it's on SoundCloud if you want to listen to it. It was recorded, I finally recorded it about 2.5 years ago, but I wrote it like 42 years ago. I just never had a chance to record it. I recorded lots of other ones back then, back in the 80s, early 80s, but I didn't have a chance to record this one. So about 2.5 years ago, I did record it with a friend at his studio. So it's on SoundCloud if you want to listen to it. It's called Hold On, and it's kind of appropriate for the times that we're in right now. We got to hold on, baby, because it's happening fast. A lot of stuff is going on. So let me read you about the creative project here. It says, your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited, and it reignites passion towards your life. We all know that because we've all experienced creative outbursts where we're in the flow, whether you're painting. By the way, there's my doggy girl up there that I painted. She's always in my meditations with me. So whether it's painting, whether it's writing, whether it's redecorating your house, whether it's planting in your garden, whether it's making clothes or designing anything that is creative energy ignites passion and makes us feel alive. Even singing music with other musicians just makes us feel alive. Plus, if you do it with electrical instruments, there's always the electricity there that kind of amps you up and makes you feel really energized too. Remember, my name is Elena Electra, so I guess I'm kind of charged up by electricity. I'm going to read you about Creative Project here. Creative Project. This card says that you need more avenues for creative expression. Well, you know what? I think we all do, especially during this COVID time. We all need more avenues for creative expression because so many of us have been isolated and unable to do our usual creative things that we do with groups. The angels are guiding you to look for such outlets at work and at home. For example, write, play music, make crafts, paint, sew, redecorate. It doesn't matter whether your artistry is market ready. What's important is that you allow your inner artist to enjoy freedom of expression. You know, this is just so interesting. I put a post on Facebook this morning that was something that showed up for me. It was a reminder. You know how Facebook does the memory thing? Well, it was a memory from, I think 2 or 3 years ago, where I wrote a note about how I had been woken up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. to write a song and how I wrote the song. And so I posted that memory on Facebook this morning, and now this card shows up. Okay, this is the angel card that I drew for our guided meditation, but it doesn't just apply to me, it applies to all of you who are watching. So additional meanings for this card are work on a meaningful project that you've been procrastinating about. Okay. Enroll in a creative class such as photography or dance. Your life purpose and a meaningful career will come to you through creative ways that are unimaginable right now. So don't worry about how or what your life purpose is. Just follow the path before you. Your life purpose and meaningful career will come to you through creative ways that are unimaginable right now. Remember this card? Stuff coming out of nowhere, seemingly. Divine inspiration. And that is words right there. The sword card is about words. So maybe it's that book you've been wanting to write. Maybe it's that song you've been wanting to write, that poem you've been wanting to write. Maybe it's the website you've been wanting to do. Write your website and write the content for your website, or that blog or So maybe it has something to do with words for you, but anything creative is extremely valuable and inspires us to move into higher levels of consciousness and elevated levels of vibrational frequency. So there you've got Creative Project and the Two Swords. How are we doing on time? I think we're just going to start the meditation right now so that we can have a really long one, and we'll talk about some creative energy in the meditation as well. So make yourselves comfortable, and when we did this live, everybody would lay down in the room, and a lot of people brought sleep masks. They would cover their eyes. So I want you to make yourself comfortable right now and allow yourself to just go, okay? Because I would like you to go as deep as you can. You will not go deeper than is uncomfortable for you. This is all about comfort, okay? You don't have to sit in an unusual position. If you want to sit, that's fine. Just keep your spine straight and your head above your spine, okay? I'm kind of slouching in this chair a little bit. It's got a wide seat, that's why. So if you're lying down, do it like this. Your head, your back, your butt, knees up, feet on the ground, okay? Take a moment to get yourself set up and know that if you have to open your eyes at any point and take care of something or deal with something, you'll come right back to everyday waking consciousness, no problem. By the way, all of these meditations stay up. They stay up on YouTube and they stay up on my Facebook pages. I put them on all of my Facebook pages. So if you look at one of the pages and there's 2 people who saw it, that doesn't mean only 2 people saw it. It means 2 people saw it on that particular page. I've got 1, 2, Dr. Elena, Hashimoto's, meditation, private one. I've got about 5 different pages. So all depends wherever you drift in to see it. All right, now, remember that if you feel that you have to move or shift your position, you certainly can. This is not about being uncomfortable. It's about being comfortable as you can possibly be. Ready now? And allowing your eyes to gently close. Becoming aware of your breathing, beginning to move into a gentle, rhythmic pattern on its own. Taking some breaths in now through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Exhaling away any tension of the day, any worries, concerns, or fears. Allowing them to come out with every exhalation, beginning now and continuing through the rest of the guided meditation. Feeling your body relaxing and letting go. And as we begin to scan the body, just noticing where you may have been storing tension. The word somatization Somatization means that a person can store emotions in their body, and the body demonstrates this through pain or discomfort. So it's important and relevant whenever you have a physical issue or a problem with your physical body to look at what that part of your body does and what its function is, and see if you may have been somatizing, emotionally storing in your body your fears, anxieties, or worries. Starting at the bottom of your feet now, let's scan up the body. Scanning your feet, your ankles, up through your calves and your knees. Noticing any pain or discomfort in any area as we continue scanning. Continuing up through your thighs, your hips, up through your groin and into your torso. Up through your digestive system, up into your stomach and your diaphragm, up into your chest, your heart, your lungs, up into your throat, and from the tips of your fingers, coming up through your hands, your wrists, coming up through your forearms, coming up through your elbows, your upper arms, and into your shoulders. Come up through your lower spine, your lower back, up through your lumbar, your thoracic or middle back, coming up through your upper back, your cervical spine, coming up into your neck and the back of your head, coming around the top of your head, down over your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your sinuses, your cheeks, your ears, your jaw, your throat, your teeth, taking a big breath now and letting go even more. Knowing that if you become aware of any sensation anywhere in your body during the remainder of this guided meditation, it is just your body letting you know you have been storing something there. and to release it through your exhales. Someone sent me a note and said that they find themselves burping or belching during the guided meditation when they do it at home. And that is often the body releasing energy, stored up energy. So if that's happening, just know that you're releasing, and that's a good thing. The body feeling more and more comfortable now, more and more relaxed. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. And each count will allow the body to relax even more. Any thoughts you may be having, or everyday normal thoughts, allow them to float by. This is your time to release, relax, regenerate, and repair. So, should thoughts come up, and they may, that's totally normal. Allow them to float on by. Anything relevant, you'll come back to later. Beginning on the count of 5. Continuing to release and let go. Feeling safe, divinely protected, and relaxed. Continuing down on 4. Allowing yourself to go deeper, giving yourself permission to go deeper. That's it. Good. Letting go. Just simply letting go. Continuing down on 3. Feeling grounded and safe. Excuse me. About going deeper. Knowing you will only go to the level that is appropriate for you, and that you will always be divinely protected by white light and loving energy. Continuing down to 2. Feeling more and more comfortable, knowing there is nowhere you have to go, nothing you have to do, but be here now. This is a gift to you, a gift to yourself, because a part of you has been craving it. A part of you has been craving the inner retreat. And so you enjoy this inner experience as you drift deeper and deeper from 2 down to 1. In a moment, I'll go from 1 down to 0. And when I count from 1 down to 0, allow yourself to use the tones to take you even deeper. Imagine that there is your third eye in the center of your forehead. And imagine that you can visualize or see the inside of the third eye on the inside of your forehead. See it as a gateway. See it as an opening. See it as a doorway to go even deeper into a very powerful, magical part of yourself that has the ability to rebuild, renew, repair, and regenerate all parts of your physical being, all parts of your mental being, all parts of your emotional being. So when you hear the tones and I count from 1 down to 0, allow your perception to shoot up through your body and into seeing the inside of your forehead and allowing your consciousness to go through that doorway, that portal, the gateway of the inside of your third eye, taking you deeper into a safe space. Trust and know this is what will occur. And going now from 1 down to 0. Letting go. Using the tone to travel through that gateway of the inner third eye, going even deeper. Good. And allowing yourself to go even further, even deeper through that gateway, even deeper than before. Easily and gently, drifting and floating. Having gone through that portal, and going deeper and deeper into that vast, unlimited inner world that is a part of you, always has been, always will be. That part of you which is connected to a greater part of you, which is a greater aspect of you that is unnameable, unseeable, unlimited, but is a place of divine love and perfection. Divine light, love, and perfection. And as you drift and float in this magnificent, unlimited space, you are surrounded by light, protected by light. Every cell in your body is radiating light. Every cell in your body is balancing. And as the cells in your body balance, so does your entire being balance. And as your being, your physical body is balancing and being, your mind is soaring. Yes, your mind is soaring, going to greater depths and higher elevations, going to deeper states and higher vibrational frequencies simultaneously. How is this possible? It's possible because time and distance are an illusion. It's all right here, right now. Be here now. Remember that your words are like swords. They can cut, they can wound. But words are powerful. They are creative energy. They can also heal, soothe, and comfort. Choose your words carefully. Know that they are energetic frequencies that can create and manifest a reality. Be consciously aware of what you are saying to others. Be consciously aware of what you are saying to yourself, even in your own mind. Remind yourself to be aware of the signs, the symbols that are coming to you. Sometimes in magical ways, possibly now, in the near future, whenever you're around other people. Keep your eyes and ears open for the symbols and the signs and the words that are guidance for you along your journey in this life. The angelic realms and the spiritual realms and the divine realms speak to us in symbols and words. If we're awake and aware enough to perceive them, we can act accordingly. The key is to be awake and aware enough to see them, hear them, feel them. Sometimes they are feelings. Sometimes they are words. Sometimes they are images. They always come from a positive light source. So if what you are seeing, hearing, or feeling is coming from a positive light source, it's guidance. It's not your personality talking. If it's coming from a negative, energetic place, it could be your personality talking. But from your higher self, only loving energy, loving guidance comes. And drifting deeper. Allow your creativity to flow. What you create does not have to be perfect. It does not even have to be sellable. It does not have to have accolades from others. It is a process for you. Because when you are in the creative flow, you are connected even more so and more aware of divine energy, even more aware of that higher vibrational frequency. That's why time seems to flow by so quickly when you are in a creative state. Because time is altered. Because in the creative space, you're in the flow. We're in the flow. And time is an illusion. And drifting deeper. Taking this time now to allow yourself to drift and float, knowing that you are releasing anything interfering with your creative endeavors, any barriers that you have put up or that you have erroneously thought were put up by others. No one can restrict your creativity. So you allow those floodgates to open. Allow it to flow, even now, as you drift deeper and deeper. It is time now to begin to come back to the everyday waking reality. If you are listening to this before you go to bed at night, you will not wake up. You will go into a deeper sleep, waking up very refreshed. If you are listening to this during the day and you need to get on with your day, you will wake up. Beginning on the count of 1, coming up and feeling at one with the greater part of you. Continuing up on 2, feeling divinely balanced, the left and the right hemispheres of the brain, the sympathetic and parasympathetic aspects of the autonomic nervous system, the male and the female aspects of each of us, each of you. Continuing up on 3, feeling grounded, connected, centered, calm and clear, clearer than before, calmer than before, more relaxed than before, more comfortable than before. Continuing up on 4, feeling your awareness of your body feeling better than it felt before, your body feeling more balanced than it was before, healthier than it was before, because you have released anything interfering with your health and well-being and your ability for self-healing. And coming all the way up to 5, all the way up to 5 now. If you are needing to go on with your day or evening, you will be wide awake and feeling great. If you are listening before bed, you will fall asleep. Sleep deeply, using your dream states, whether you remember them or not, to release in symbolic form anything that has been accumulating and has been interfering with your ability to move forward in a life filled with health, happiness, peace, and comfort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you are awake now and you heard me say all of this, allow yourself to gently open your eyes and sit up so that we can close out this period of time surrounding ourselves with white light of divine protection. Coming all the way up now. That's it. I know it's hard sometimes to come up, to come back to everyday reality. So let's do this. Hands placed in the prayer position as such, and we're going to place it in front of us on our heart chakra, touching our chest, okay? And we're in a triangle. See this? This is the triangle. The head is at the top. This is the bottom of the triangle. And the pointing fingers point up to the higher chakras. As you press the palms of your hands together and your fingers lightly touch, feel yourself surrounded by beautiful, healing white light. See it, visualize it, and imagine it in your mind. As you press your palms together, it intensifies Divinely protected, all parts of our etheric, auric, and energetic fields are sealed now and divinely protected by beautiful healing white light. Only positive energy can enter. Negative energy bounces off and away. Negative energy from within us dissolves. Negative energy coming from outside of us bounces off and away. All parts of our being sealed. Imagine all the white light around you, sealing all parts of you so there are no holes or leaks in your etheric, auric, or energetic fields. That's it. We're going to close with an Om now. I encourage you to do this Om audibly yourself so that you can feel the vibrations of the sounds in your body. I appreciate all of you being here. I acknowledge all of you giving yourself this time and this space to decompress and give yourself this gift. It is my great pleasure and honor to be here with you. And so we will close now. I will see you all next week. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. And namaste.